Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat panelists, for your help. I appreciate it. Sorry, I have to slide my chair. I ordered a new chair because the other one got old. Anyway, I hope everyone is having a good day and be preparing for the weekend. Those of you who are still doing the corporate stuff, please, friends, I'm writing a book. I'm going to say that, today's Friday, so it's okay if I remind you that I'm writing a book and I have a very good co-writer or ghostwriter, however you want to call it. I'm not ashamed. I'm not good at writing, so but she's great. So if you need help, I will post her email address below the video. Her name is Raven Nichols, so please contact her if you need help writing your book, your memoir, your bio, whatever you want to do it. Okay. There are two things this morning, it feels like to me, that are very important. I heard a little while ago that the Trump administration has decided to attack Brazil, not Brazil, wherever Maduro is. I'm trying to remember the name of the country. Is it Brazil? But anyway, I think it's a big mistake, intuitively, not logically. Logically, yes, that too. Venezuela, thank you very much, Whitney Allison. Trump is thinking of attack or not thinking. It seems like they've made a decision. Like I said, I didn't see it, but we know how Trump is. He listens to the last person, that was in the room, and it feels like to me, Stephen Miller won again. And intuitively, I feel it's a very bad move. No, Brazil, not Brazil. Venezuela, I have to remember. I keep forgetting Venezuela. That's so easy to remember now that I connected it with something else. Now I remember. But yes, we can beat Venezuela like this. It's a fly. But long term, or after we decimate whatever it is we want to decimate in Venezuela, and I don't like Maduro. I was born in Haiti, grew up. My formative years were under Papa Doc. Look what's going on. It didn't end well. And Maduro is in a better situation economically, but yes, Trump can destroy a lot of their military stuff, so-called, whatever Trump is going to destroy. Do you guys remember? I did not know anything about the Venezuelan situation. At the time, it wasn't a thing. When I said I felt like we may get attacked in American soil, I am very concerned about that, because when you go and attack a country in your own atmosphere for no reason, I feel it's going to backfire. I'm not sure how. I hope it doesn't happen. And mostly I'm in Florida. I really don't need it to happen. So that's one thing I feel there's a high probability that's going to happen. And we are shooting ourselves in the foot because Trump is shooting himself in the foot because Americans are not going to stand for it. Everything he's done so far, one thing worse than another. Destroying the White House, shutting down the government and playing hardball, starving people, thinking that's going to work for him. It's not. Among a slew of other issues, the immigration stuff. Pritzker asked Norm to, I think they're getting set up, they don't understand that. Asked Norm, not to send agents out over the weekend because of Halloween celebration. She said no. And another opportunity lost to show grace, and she didn't take it. But we know Stephen Miller how he is. So all these opportunities they are missing, cruelty is the goal. To go back to what I was talking about, I hope the reports are wrong, and the way I am focusing on the Trump administration, I think it's they are more tempted to do it because Trump wants to be some big poobah president. Okay, well, it's not, Stephen Miller is there convincing him that, yes, this is the right thing for us to do. And Trump, and they couch it in a sense that Trump can be a great president like Abraham Lincoln, and the League of Abraham Lincoln and these people. That's never going to happen. Sorry. Yes, Trump will get a win, but long term it can be a disaster. And when I say long term, it's not going to be that long term. Yes, he can topple Maduro. He's a paper tiger. Okay, well, meaning it won't take much from us to topple him. But what concerns me is what comes next. And how do we get out of that situation after we break everything? They're not thinking in those terms. And the other danger is they gave a report to Congress yesterday. They give it to only Republicans. Now, how is that going to go over? The majority of this country are independent and Democrats. And you only spoke to Republicans? But anyway, I don't want to stay too long on this subject. It feels like to me intuitively, like I told you the other day, if things change, things may change. It feels like Miller was the last guy in the room. Again, he won out. They are preparing because I'm seeing them actually talking to the people. He needs to prepare to do something. I feel like saying there's an 80% chance they may do it unless people start screaming. And it feels like to me, our fellow Americans are still asleep at the switch. Let's see what happens. And somebody asked me, will Mike Johnson be impeached? I don't think so. Mike Johnson obviously is doing Trump's bidding for him. Mike Johnson is just a puppet, okay? He's executing everything Trump tells him to do. And according to report this morning, he said that he's not going to call Congress back until Democrats open the government. I think he's going to wait a very long time. Like I said the other day, intuitively I felt it was going to be us, the people, that are going to push Trump because, according to polls, we are blaming the Republicans for this failure. We are going to start screaming, and they will reopen the government. Mike Johnson will end up holding the blame for this. Trump as well, and Republicans. But Mike Johnson, it feels like to me, they won't impeach him. It feels like to me he's going to go out the same way the previous Republican leaders, speakers I should say, left. I forget the name of the last one. But Mike Johnson is too young to retire. But Republicans will get rid of him because, first of all, the Epstein situation, okay, the way he basically, well, what him and Trump are trying to do, among other Republicans, is to neuter Congress. And to what if that's what I feel? Okay, they don't want any challenges. They just want to do what they want to do. And they think they're going to have their way no matter what. It's going to backfire, my friends. Yes, Trump has successfully noted Republicans in Congress. Since they are in the majority, there is no Congress to challenge him in anything. The senators are beginning to find their backbones. They are standing up because they are realizing they have to do something. This can't continue that way, and it's a loser for them. And on top of it, Trump poll numbers are dropping precipitously. So that's why they are doing everything they can to stand up a little bit. But there are more to come. But I feel like saying I would be surprised. As I've always said, I can confuse time, and mostly when you're doing prediction about something like this, you can really mess things up time-wise. But I would be surprised if by the beginning of December, Mike Johnson doesn't find himself in a nasty position with his colleagues, where he's either going to have to hand the hammer or look for under the speaker. That's how the declaration he made this morning on Fox News, I saw a clip of it on Blue Sky, I think, okay, that he's not going to recall Congress until the government reopened. Democrats and Cruelty so far, I don't see them backing down. They can't back down, okay? Johnson is going to be blamed for everything because he has not stood up, he has not taken any stand, and everything he's done, everyone and every one of his colleagues are aware that Trump is in charge, just like Trump humiliated him. He's president and he's speaker. It's going to backfire on Mike Johnson. It's going to backfire on Trump as well. This is not going to stand because Trump thinks attacking Venezuela is going to work for him. That Americans are going to rally around the flag. Not this time. Not in this sense. If we were attacked or something wrong was done to us, maybe. But actually is in charge, attacking another country, and the other countries are not just going to sit around. That's what the other thing that concerns me. Mexico, Colombia, and a couple of others. They're not just going to sit around. And guess what? A lot of American citizens are descendants of those of Colombians, Venezuelans, Mexicans, Salvadorians, you name it. Good luck with this fiasco. It's not going to work. That's what Trump doesn't understand, and the people around him. It's not really Trump. He's in charge, like I've always said, and that's why I didn't see him in the White House. Okay? Stephen Miller, Vought, and a couple of other people are in charge. Not Trump. But he's going to be held responsible for this. It's going to collapse, my friend. Yes, he's going to start the war, a war, or whatever it is they want to call it, with Venezuela. He's going to starve those people, Americans, and he's attacking his own fellow Americans, which never happened in this country. Among other things he's doing, we don't have enough time to list them all, and I can't remember them all, to be honest with you. This is going to implode. I keep going to this, but that's the prediction. And if you notice, all those things he's doing, they are not doing anything positive. And the other worst part of this, do you guys remember I told you 6 years ago or more that there was going to be a time that Trump would be called a liar? Well, even our courts, district courts, they are lying to the judges. And now they've lost all credibility. They go and I don't remember exactly. I wanted to give you an example, but I can't think of it right now. But it has to do with ice our, that has to do with the smoke bombs, pepper ball that they shoot at people, one of those things. They lied. I don't remember the story, so I can't explain it to you, but you guys probably know so many of them, so many ways they've lied to in court. It is happening. They've lost credibility, not only in the courts, but in public opinion as well. This is not going to work. And you know something? I know that's the one of my topics. Trump is going to suffer some health setbacks. And that's not going to help either. And what we saw the other day, him confusing or getting confused as to where he was and what he was supposed to do, did not make his doctors feel good. And some people in the White House are terrified because he's done that in the White House, but we won't know. We just happen to be lucky enough to see it, catch it on video. But it feels like to me there's a very good chance between now and Christmas or the New Year, he may suffer a worse stroke. That's my prediction. It's coming. It's a matter of when it happens. Decisions are going to have to be made after this happens. Let's see what happens, because it's going to be so bad, and the way they've been lying to us is going to be so obvious. Everybody in this, or most people at high level in this administration, are going to have to answer as to why they've been keeping all those things secret from all of us. Watch what happens. But I feel between now and the end of the year or so, yeah, something is coming regarding his health. And everything he's doing is catching up. He can no longer hide. That's my prediction. He can't. His hands are too short to box with God. But as far as Mike Johnson, my prediction is he will be booted out of Congress. A lot of people don't like him because of the way he's basically turned the keys and his power to Trump. And Democrats are going to be after them, or continue to be after them. I feel Democrats are doing a pretty good job so far at standing up. And also, yesterday, it's not only Democrats, but Democrats are screaming they are not being invited to high-level meetings when it comes to intelligence and reasons why the administration is doing certain things. Americans are listening. They believe Democrats more than they do Republicans. It's going to backfire. That's my prediction. And as far as Stephen Miller, what happened with Stephen Miller's wife the other day, I mentioned it yesterday. I'm not going to repeat and waste your time and kill our time. This thing is going to take a life of its own, because intuitively I feel a lot of people, when you think you're so powerful, Americans don't like that. And you go on TV because you're losing a discussion and you start threatening people's life. Well, not in terms of killing, but way of life. If she were to be successful at deporting this guy, Ongu, I believe his name is, he owns a channel on YouTube as well. If you can do that to him, first of all, the guy is at least, I think he's about 50. You send him back to whatever country they decide to send him. You basically destroy his life. He won't be the first, but it's the way it's being done. A lot of people are hearing about this. They're not liking it very much. It's not going to help Stephen Miller and his wife. It can only add to the suffering that is coming for them. And he has money. His family has money. I don't know anything about his wife, but I'm sure she has some money as well, or her family has money. But what good is having all that money? You can't live in peace. Or find a place to, because when this is over, a lot of countries won't accept them. That's my first prediction. The second one is they'll probably go to Israel. And even in Israel, they will they won't be happy. And Americans, if you can do that to that guy, because you're debating, you're having a discussion, what are you going to do to me or to us? You can do it to anybody. They are not thinking. She just dug the hole deeper. And it's not only her. By the way, I saw something about the housing I mentioned yesterday that Rubio, Norm, and company, and Stephen Miller, all these people are living in military bases. I read something yesterday. I said they're probably booting the generals out so that they can take over. The military is having difficulties finding houses on base to give to his senior commanders. So this is having an effect. How is the military going to be happy with you when you do something like that? And also, they don't know how to do their job. They should not be in a position where you need so much security. And they think it's security. Intuitively, I don't feel it is. But I don't want to get into that detail. Okay? You guys, you have pretty good imagination. You know what I mean. But the thing is, all you have to do is to be fair and do the right thing. That's the American way. They're not doing that. Cruelty is the goal. And that's why they have to do these things. It doesn't look good. My prediction is they're just making things worse for all of us, because we are all going to have to watch all this drama that's going to unfold after this is over. And yes, my friends, when this administration is over, it will only be the beginning of this drama, this disaster. That's my prediction. I mean, it's going to keep me making predictions for a while. I'm not complaining, but that's what's coming. It's going to implode. It's a matter of time. I can't predict when Trump is going to go, but he's not doing the right thing by his family. And everyone who have kids in this administration, You go out and you're doing bad things. They're not thinking. I'm citing those things because I've seen what happens in Haiti and other countries. Dictatorship in this country, it's not going to work. Yes, they're having a moment right now, but it's going to pass. So those of you, who are afraid, no, just hang in there. This will pass. I feel we're going to be okay in America. We're going to have to bounce back, but America will come back stronger than we ever were before. It's going to take a little time. I'm not promising this right away, okay? Because the damage that's being done I mean, in the last 9 months is unbelievable. But the most challenging will be to fix our economy and getting the trust of our friends. But we will get there. I bet you guys, the minute Trump is gone, all our friends will join us again because they can see that Americans are not happy with what's going on. That's what's going to help heal the world and all of us. So don't despair, don't worry, we're going to be okay. America will be okay. So hang in there a little longer. That's my prediction. Okay, I answered some people's questions. I will be, hang on a second. Yes, somebody asked me, will Pam Bondi lose her license? That's the one I wanted to answer. Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, all these people. Kash Patel is not, I don't know if he's a lawyer. Oh yeah, he is. But I don't see him losing his license. Pam Bondi's license is the least of her problems. Pam Bondi is going to have, I would be surprised, I'd be shocked if she doesn't end up behind bars. That's how bad this is going to be. Mitchell, I forget his last name. Was he Nixon's AG? I know somebody knows. As I'm talking about Bundy, I'm hearing Mitchell. Does anybody know? Thank you. I knew somebody know. I knew somebody knew. Yeah. As I'm talking about Bundy, I'm hearing Mitchell. So Mitchell, well, you guys know I'm a medium as well. Mitchell is saying Bundy should have known better and not to go down, that route he went to. But she's going to suffer the same fate. Let's see what happens. Patel is going to have legal issues. Okay? He's going to have a lot to answer to for decimating the FBI. It's going to be quite embarrassing. But I'm not seeing him behind bars yet. Let me put it this way, my friends. It's very difficult right now. I'm leaning towards prison for Patel as well, but I'm not 100% sure because I don't know what he's going to do that's going to trigger that, okay? And the pressure Trump is putting on these people is unbelievable because everyone better listen to him, otherwise he's going to discard you. You're gone, you're done. Or he humiliates you, or at least humiliates you a lot more than he humiliates in front of other people, because that's what he does. So everyone better be in their best behavior and execute his commands. That's the way I'm getting these people, and the newspapers are talking about it as well. So it's not only my prediction. But my friend, this is not going to be good. But Bundy, to answer the person's question, yeah, Okay, the humiliation is going to be, the way I'm getting this, the humiliation is going to be pretty intense for Bundy. And then she's going to end up in prison. Let's see what happens. Okay, you know the saying, the higher you climb, the harder you fall? Watch. Be grateful says sad cartoon out today, showing kids going trick or treating, asking for something more nutritious to save up lost food stamps. Yeah, that, oh my God. Yeah, well, I'm not surprised. We have some pretty cartoonists with amazing imaginations. Glorious E says, the U.S. people need to stand up like this weekend. Yes, what's more concerning to me is the cavalier way they're going about thinking they're just going to blast Venezuela and it won't have any blowback. And Trump thinks that, with that just like the nuclear thing, okay? I'm sorry, I got so involved with talking about what I feel is coming for these things. I forgot to mention the nuclear flex that he's doing. Nothing is going to happen, my friends. First of all, do you remember? The Doge decimated 8 out of those agencies. So they're going to have to restaff. By the time they restaff and do everything else, they may do a show, something to fake Russia because, I mean, so I heard somebody said yesterday, he's basically responding to what Putin says instead of being a strong leader and chart your own course. Of course, Putin is going to do things. He knows Trump. You don't think Putin knew Trump was going to respond? He wasn't shocked. After Trump did this, I focused on Putin and I focused on Xi. They have no respect for Trump. And then Lutnick went on Fox News yesterday or this morning, either this morning or yesterday, I don't know exactly, saying how classy and respectful she was toward Trump. She really respects Trump as he's licking Trump's boots. Sorry, I was going to say, you know, no. They just manipulate Trump. And the South Korean Prime Minister giving Trump a crown, my friends, when I heard about that, I was wondering, what is it they want? Because they're just trolling him. I wonder what that crown is made of. And it's gold. Well, I wonder if it's real gold or painted with a gold paint or something like that. But yeah, I'm sure he feels really good about it. But me, that would have frightened me to death. Somebody give me something like that. I'm like, first of all, what makes you think I need this? And then what do you want? But Trump, you know, makes him feel better about himself while he's trying to figure out where he is. Yeah. But my friends, like I said a little earlier, a couple of minutes ago, this will end and we will bounce back. So the only thing that I'm worried about, I'm concerned about, is an attack or something happening on our soil. And by the way, it seems like Cash ran out and said something he wasn't supposed to say again. I'm just being shown that as I'm talking. He said they made an arrest in Chicago somewhere or somewhere in that area, but no details, and people are beginning to doubt him, and they are saying people at the Justice Department are not happy with him running out and make statements like this. So Another ding and he's another ding for cash. Pamela 64D99 says maybe South Korea is marking him. Yeah, that's what I meant. Even she marked him. Not directly. I believe Trump was saying he helped bring peace between Malaysia and some other country. And then she went and corrected it. Can you imagine this? On the world stage, they are all marking him. You know? Anyway. Stephen Grady is saying closed caption is still unavailable. So I'll miss a part of what Milo says. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. It's under my control. The only, like, I've sent out videos for those things. All you have to do is, tap on that CC letters. It should come on. If it's not coming on, it's a YouTube stuff. Unfortunately, it's not me. Thank God. I have no problems. 99 Miss Baby Girl says, the provincial government in Alberta, Canada invoked a notwithstanding clause against teachers as striking, violating CN Charter. I don't know what that is, sorry. Can you see if the party running this province will be removed? Not right away. Okay, but there's a strong possibility. Something is going to happen. All right? But removing right away, I doubt it. Over time, yes. Okay, I don't know anything about the system in Canada, but I feel they will remove them. Okay. I'm looking for questions. Oh my God. CC6981, Milo, what is going on between Vince and Charlie Kirk's wife? Yeah, I saw that. Nothing good. Let's put it that way. Okay. And, it's a little too much. Let's put it that way. And Vince's wife is not happy about it. The rumors that are going around. But you guys remember I told you, I don't think that marriage will last much longer. Well, it will survive till the end of this presidency, okay? But beyond that, I don't remember her name, but I don't think, Usha, I don't think she's going to stay with him because there's a lot more going on behind the scenes than we think. And let me tell you something else. As I'm saying this, that woman, I don't know her name, Charlie Kirk's wife, okay? Some of us are so immature, you don't understand. There are certain things you do without thinking. She knows through the grapevine and friends, okay, the dynamic, what's going on between Vince and Usha. So she feels like if she kisses him the way she did and whatever else happened, I only saw a picture of the kiss, it's okay. And from what I read as well, that she says something, Vince is like Charlie Kirk. I don't know. Let's see. I don't see it, but yeah. Something is not right. But to me, it's like when someone is not thinking, you let your emotion get in the way and you get yourself in trouble. That's what it feels like to me. So let's see what happens. But yeah. It's not a good look, and I don't want to say any more about it, but it's not a good thing. Boudica says, Miller's wife went on a crazy rant that made no sense. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I spoke about it yesterday, a little earlier. I mean, the Boudica, it's the threat. I mean, when someone you spent, even if you spend 10 years in this country, you build a little something, okay, and then they boot you. It may be, well, you may never be able to recover. You got to be pretty resourceful. So, yeah, that's why I said Americans are not going to like. They don't like it very much, because if she can do, the thing, if you can just on TV say something like that, what will you do to us? That's the worst part. Okay, friends. Thank you very much, everyone, for spending time with me. Thank you, chat monitors, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmedo.com, or please feel free to call me or text me on my YouTube number. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow evening, those of you who usually attend the other channel. Otherwise, I'll see you Monday. Thanks a lot. Till Monday. Bye.